That moment when a brief lands in your box and you read it twice just to make sure you understood it correctly. Yes, this was one of those dark, premium, casino grade mobile card game, real money, annual championship, and absolutely zero existing designs to build on. The client had a vision locked in their head and needed us to pull it out and put it on a screen. That's not a brief, that's a blank canvas with a deadline, and that's exactly where we do our best work. Hey everyone, welcome back to Interface Insights. I'm Ishika, and if you're new here, well, you have joined us at Season 2, Episode 6, which means the regulars and I are basically old friends at this point. For the new ones, this is the podcast by Design Studio UI UX, where we get into the real stuff behind design projects, not just what it looks like, but why it works, what was hard, and what the businesses actually get out of investing in a good design. Today's is a good one to start with, honestly. We are talking about a mobile gaming app we designed end to end from nothing, and it became one of the most creatively interesting projects we have worked on. A high stakes card game with the dark edge of a casino real money on the line, all building toward one annual championship. The kind of brief that sounds simple until you are actually in it. Now, let's get into it. Here's what most people get wrong about a project like this. The first thing everyone jumps to it is the visuals. The dark palette, the moody lighting, the premium card animation, and yes, all of that matters a lot. And we will get into it. But the thing that actually determines whether a product works, the structure underneath. This app isn't one screen, it's a system. Three gameplays modes, each with their own flows and decision points. Real money, matchmaking, live leaderboards, championship brackets, bidding, round tracking, all on a screen the size of your palm. All of that on a phone screen, needing to feel completely effortless to navigate. If the architecture is confused, none of the visual work saves it. Users feel lost, they leave and they don't come back, and no amount of beautiful design recovers from that. So, before a single visual went on a screen, we mapped the entire user journey, every mode, every decision point, every transition laid out, stress tested, made logical. That phase is unglamorous and nobody posts it on Instagram, but it is genuinely the foundation everything else sits on. This is the part I want business owners and founders to actually hold on to. When you invest in UX, you're not buying aesthetics, you are buying a product that doesn't lose people. Every confusing screen, every dead end, every moment a user can't figure out what to do next, that's someone who left and probably told someone else it wasn't worth their time. Good UX closes those gaps before they exist. That's the ROI that doesn't shows up on a mood board but absolutely shows up in your retention numbers. Okay, visuals are the fun part. The design direction we landed on was unlike anything we built in the gaming space before. Deep layered backgrounds, not just black, actual atmosphere with depth and lightning logic. Card treatments that feel like they have physical weight. Typography that's authoritative without being shouty. The whole thing draws from high end casino environments, but it's not mimicking them, it's translating that feeling into something native to a mobile screen. There is a difference and it shows. And here's the thing that actually made this hard, that feeling had to be consistent. across every single screen, not just the lobby, not just the match table, every single screen without exception. Empty leaderboard when you are a new player. Because if it breaks in one place, the whole thing feels cheap. Consistency is what a product feel like a product, not a bunch of screens that happen to be in the same app. I will tell you what nobody posts about on a design portfolios. It's not the hero scenes. It's the making the settings page feel as considered as the lobby. That's the real work. I would also like to put serious thought into the animation and motion design. And I say this because it's the layer most products skip or bolt at the end. In a card game, motion isn't decoration, it's communication. The way a card deals the transition between round, the moment the interface acknowledges that you just won a trick, that's the game talking to you. Get that wrong and something feels off, even if the player can't tell you why. Get it right, and the whole experience feels alive. Every animation was designed with the same intention as the visual system. Nothing was afterthought, and the result is an interface that doesn't look premium, it moves like it too. And that's exactly what Design Studio UI UX shows up to do, build products that make people want to come back, not because of a notification, not because of a stick mechanic, just because the experience is genuinely worth returning to. For any business owner listening, that's your pitch for design investment right there. Retention through experience, not manipulation. It compounds in a way that shortcuts never do. If you want to see the actual screens, the full case study is linked in the caption. Have a look at that. The visuals do things that words genuinely can't. And if you're sitting on a product idea or a brief that sounds like this one, ambitious, specific, maybe slightly intimidating, Design Studio UI/UX is exactly who you want to talk to. This is what we do. We have been doing it across industries for a while now, and WSC Spades is one of the ones we are genuinely proud of. All right, we are calling it in episode 6. Thank you for tuning in. If you have been with us through season 2, you know we don't do filler episodes. New listeners, there is a whole backlog waiting for you. I'm Ishika, and this is Interface Insights by Design Studio UI UX. And I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care, everyone.